Inihahandog ng Philippine Air Force at ng himpilang ito ang programang gagabay tungo sa kapayapaan ng bawat mamamaya at pag-unlad ng buong pamayanan. Usapang mga kapayapaan, usapang pangkaunlaran.
Mayong adlaw sa tutanang mga higala, kami po ang inyong Philippine Air Force, your air warriors, skylifters na Visayas. At muli pong sumasayang papawid ang aming palatuntunang usapang pangkapayapaan, usapang pangkaunlaran Cebu. Kauban at tulo ka partner na muna radio stations diri sa Cebu City. Daghan kay salamat kay Ma'am Ana Belagrosas of DYMR 576 kHz, Radio Pilipinas, kay Sir Jonix Napalyakan of DYLA 909 kHz, kay Sir Jemry Biosa ng SMNI DYAR 765 Sunshine Radio Cebu, kay Ma'am Payet Renyan and Ma'am Hazel Gloria of PIE 7 sa pagtabang sa itong programa karong adlaw. Ako po ang inyong host, First Lieutenant Edward B. Baguio, Philippine Air Force, at kasamang aking mga co-host na sina Staff Sergeant Ann Francis M. Tongpong, Philippine Air Force, and AW1C Roel Grijaldo, Philippine Air Force. Partner?
Muli, isang mapagpalang araw para sa ating lahat, lalo na sa ating mga libu-libong tagapakinig at taga-subaybay sa programang ito. Ang usapang pangkapayapaan, usapang pangkaunlaran Cebu. Tayo din po ay napapanood sa ating social media platform, sa Facebook page ng 1000 BG Biniab, 1000 PAF, CMO AMC at ng UP Cebu. Ang programa pong ito ay para po sa ating pagnanais na maihatid ang mga impormasyon na may kinalaman sa pagsulong ng kapayapaan at kaunlaran sa ating bansang Pilipinas.
Let us also welcome our comrades from AMC, 205th Tactical Helicopter Wing, 250th Presidential Airlift Wing, 220th Airlift Wing, 505th Search and Rescue Group, 560th Air Base Group, PAF CMOG, SSCSP Cebu Chapter, 5th Arsen. Daghang salamat sa tuning in with us and for supporting our program.
Mga kasama, kinagagalak po natin makasama ang ating resource speaker ngayong araw. Walang iba kundi si Ma'am Mayma Casilagan, the Assistant Weather Services Chief of Visayas Pag-asa Regional Services Division. Ma'am, bumati po muna tayo ma'am sa ating po mga tagapakinig at taga-subaybay.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Ako po si Mayma Casilagan, Assistant Weather Specialist of the Visayas Pag-asa Regional Services Division.
Yes ma'am, welcome po sa ating pong programang UP Cebu. Ma'am, para po sa aking unang katanungan ma'am, no? Ma'am, pwede niyo po ba ma-share sa amin kung ano po yung mission, functions, and mandate po ng Philippine Atmospheric Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration?
For the mission of Pag-asa, we deliver reliable and relevant weather-related information, products and services to develop communities resilient to typhoons, floods, rain-induced landslides, storm surge, extreme climatic events, climate change, and astronomical hazards. And for the vision, the Center of Excellence for Weather-Related Information and Services, helping develop a disaster and climate resilient nation. For the function of Pag-asa, as per Executive Order number 123 as of January 1987, Number 1, it maintains a nationwide network pertaining to observation and forecasting of weather and flood and other conditions affecting national safety, welfare, and economy. To undertake activities relative to observation, collection, assessment, and processing of atmospheric and allied data for the benefit of agriculture, commerce, and industry. Next, engage in studies to the safety and welfare of the people. Undertake researches on the structure, development, and motion of typhoons, and formulate measures for their moderation. And the last is to maintain effective linkages with scientific organizations here and abroad, promote exchange of scientific information and cooperation among personnel engaged in atmospheric, geophysical, astronomical, and space studies.
Ma'am,
adequate.
nakamute po kayo.
Hello.
Okay na po, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. For the mandate of PAGASA, provide adequate, up-to-date data and timely information on atmospheric, astronomical, and other weather-related phenomena using the advances achieved in the realm of science to help government and the people prepare for calamities caused by typhoons, floods, landslides, storm surge, extreme climatic events, and climate change, among others, to afford greater protection to the people. It also provides science and technology-based assessments pertinent to decision-making in relevant areas of concern, such as in disaster risk reduction, climate change adaptation, and integrated water resources management, as well as capacity building. And the last is to ensure that the country fulfills its commitment to international meteorological and climate change agreements.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. No, ma'am, in relation po sa inyong mission and vision, ma'am, ano po ang inyong kasalukuyang mga activities, projects, and programs po, ma'am?
And resilience to our mission, number 1 program is Weather and Climate Monitoring, Forecasting, and Warning Program. Under this program, we have the establishment of PAGASA Mactan Disaster Recovery Facility, or the DRF, consistent with international standards. So, with this program, to make atmospheric, astronomical, and weather-related information accessible and readily available to all government agencies involved in climate change adaptation and disaster risk reduction and management, the academy, researchers, media, and the general public. Then the next under this program is to enhancement of weather services for marine local shipping line forecast. This is for operational testing of shipping line forecast using high-frequency radar, data, and coastal camera. We installed here in Cebu, we installed in Argao, Carcar, Danao, Katmon, Daan Bantayan, Oro Camotes, and Madridijos. This ITSIPAR is already operational. And in Bohol, we also installed in Panglao and also in Siquijor. So the next program is for flood monitoring, forecasting, and warning program. So for this program, we have the optimization of the operational capabilities of hydromet sensors in line with international standards for effective weather flood forecasting and application to research. Activities for this is maintenance and calibration of installed AWS, automatic rain gauges, and high frequency radar. Then the next is strengthening the capability of the Republic of the Philippines on disaster risk reduction. And under this project is under the collaboration or donation of KOICA or the Korean government, we established flood early warning system in Toledo and Dumanog, Cebu. And the phase 2 is already installed in Argao and Danao. So the next program is Physical Resources and Operational Techniques programs. So under this program, we have the establishment of weather station, especially in Panglao and Siquijor, to provide needed data in aviation. So we have also end-to-end telecommunication network using IP over VSAT, 151 station installed with 55 weather camera stations. We have also the digital high-frequency enhancement for Mactan, Dawis, Bohol, and augmentation in Dumaguete. So the next is establishment of Regional Instrumentation Center or the calibration facility in Mactan, Cebu. So to ensure more precise measurement of meteorological elements for more accurate weather, flood and climate forecast and application to research. Then we have the establishment of planetarium also here in Mactan, Cebu, to bring astronomy to the countryside, to provide students, teachers, and astronomy enthusiasts accessibility to astronomy lectures and demonstrations for the enhancement of knowledge in astronomy. Then also we have all-weather communication system or the installation of VSAT under the PISTO. This is the establishment of last mile connection from ICTO backbone to field station. So this is installed in all synoptic and agromet stations in the Visayas and also in other regions.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, no? And for my question naman po, ma'am, paano naman po nape-predict at namomonitor ng pag-asa ang lagay ng panahon?
Ang lagay po ng panahon ay napipredict at namomonitor ng pag-asa as first is to assess the past and current conditions. So kung anong nakalipas na forecast is ina-assess muna ng mga forecaster and then i-relate sa current conditions. Then the next is to project initial state in the future. This is the use of different weather models like the numerical weather prediction, the WRF, and the GSM. Then after this is apply weather forecast information. So for the forecast process, we have we collected data from meteorological observations for different synoptic station. So and then transmission of weather data. After the transmission is formulation of the weather forecast and plotting and analysis of the weather data.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, no? Partner?
Ma'am, para naman po sa aking question, ma'am, no? Ma'am, gaano po ka-accurate ang isang weather forecast?
Our weather forecast is we have a 1 to 3 day forecast estimate has a good excellent forecast scale. So this is 80 to 90% accuracy, but the longer the forecast range, the greater the forecast uncertainty and the poorer the forecast scale.
Okay, noted on that, ma'am, no? Ma'am, we have a short break po muna alang sa mga gamay ng mga pahinumdum.
Swerte naman ang pagbibigyan mo niyan. Para kanino ba yan?
Para kay tatay po, baka sakali po siyang dumating.
Mahal na mahal ka ng tatay mo, anak. Hayaan mo, mabubuo rin ang pamilya natin.
Okay, balik na tanong. Balik na to sa atong topic para sa uban pang mga importanteng announcement na gikan sa Pag-asa Visayas. Partner?
Yes, partner. Ma'am, nabanggit nyo kanina yung kung paano napipredict or namomonitor yung lagay ng panahon and yung accuracy ng weather forecast. Ma'am, pwede niyo po bang ma-explain sa amin kung ano po ang importansya nitong weather forecasting?
Weather forecasting plays a crucial role in various aspects of our lives. So, and it is important spans across numerous domains. First is safety and preparedness. So we take precaution to minimize damage and aiming for zero casualty. Then it is also important in agriculture, especially in planting and harvesting schedules. Also important in aviation and transportation, energy and utilities, economic and environment impact, and then for scientific research.
Ma'am, for my follow-up question, partner, wait lang So, kasi di ba ma'am, meron po naman tayong mga weather forecasting na hindi, kumbaga mas matindi pa yung nagiging lagay ng panahon, no? May mga times po ba ma'am na nasisisi kayo ng mga kababayan natin, and paano niyo po yun hinahandle?
Yes, kasi mostly ganyan, especially kung malalakas ang bagyo at saka maraming damages or casualties, is laging nasisisi ang pag-asa.
Yes.
So ang sinasagot na lang namin is weather is not a perfect science. So meron talagang mga error or uncertainty.
Kasi may ganyan talaga ma'am, no, yung like lalo na sa ating mga kabataan, no, yung suspension ng classes, yan yung nagiging issue na hindi daw na babantayan o hindi na forecast ng ayos. Pero kasi ganun talaga, hindi natin control yung natural disaster na kasi yung tawag dyan. Kumbaga, hindi naman natin makokontrol yan. So, yun lang po ma'am. Thank you, partner.
Yes, partner. Ma'am, nabanggit niyo po kanina regarding sa bagyo. Paano niyo po natutukoy ang warning signal ng isang bagyo? Yung mga criteria niya, ma'am.
Yung bagyo is meron tayong warning signals. So from signal number 1 to signal number 5. So first is kung ang bagyo is or yung hangin is 39 to 61 km per hour. So yung category niyan is tropical depression, and then the lead time is 36 hours. For 62 to 88 km per hour, the category is already a tropical storm, and the warning lead time is already 24 hours. For 89 to 117 km per hour, category is already a severe tropical storm, and the lead time is 18 hours. Then 118 to 184 kilometers per hour, that is already a typhoon category, and 12 hours na lang po ito ang lead time. And for the super typhoon, winds of 185 above, and then the lead time is only 12 hours.
Okay, ma'am, no? May tanong ko lang din po, ma'am. Ano pa ibig sabihin ng lead time, ma'am?
Lead time, ibig sabihin na for example, tropical depression, ang lead time is 36 hours. Meron pa tayong 36 hours na dapat mag-prepare tayo na darating na yung halimbawa, pinaka-center ng tropical cyclone.
Okay, ma'am. For my follow-up question lang din po, ma'am. May idea po ba kayo, ma'am, if may aasahan pa po ba tayong bagyo na paparating sa Pilipinas hanggang sa katapusan ng December, ma'am?
So for December, as per climatological normals, we have 1 to 2 tropical cyclones pa na napapasok sa Philippine Area of Responsibility.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, no? Partner?
So meron pa palang parating. Ma'am, for my question naman, ma'am. Ma'am, ano naman pong hakbang na ginagawa ng Pag-asa para po bawasan ang panganib na dulot ng mga sakuna?
So during itong mga panganib ng sakuna, so we provide accurate and timely weather forecast, warnings and informations, or also for early warning systems. So these warnings allow people to evacuate, take shelter, or prepare in advance, so reducing the potential loss of life and properties. Also is preparedness and response, and also risk assessment and planning, climate monitoring and adaptation, public awareness and education, and international collaboration. So nag-ano rin tayo ng mga like for example, meron ng papalapit na bagyo, yung nagkakaroon na tayo ng PEDRA.
Okay, ma'am, we have a short break po muna ma'am, no? Alang sa mga gamay na pahinomdom.
Merry Christmas, Nay! Merry Christmas din po, Nay.
Merry Christmas mga anak.
Nay, bakit sobra po yung hinanda nyo?
Alam niyo mga anak, umaasa pa rin ako na darating ang tatay niyo, lalo na ngayong Pasko.
Okay, balik na sa ato ang topic para sa uban pang mga importanteng announcement na gikan sa Pag-asa Visayas. Ma'am, for my question naman ma'am, ano po ang programa ng Pag-asa Visayas na pwede po or maaaring makatulong ang Philippine Air Force sa pagsasagawa nito?
So siguro pwede makakatulong ang Philippine Air Force in collaboration in between Pag-asa and PAF. So kagaya ng information dissemination of Pag-asa products and services, also information education campaign, and maybe especially kung merong cloud seeding, yung logistics and aerial survey, especially kung merong mga calamities, and also siguro yung collaboration importante.
Yes ma'am, noted on that ma'am, no? Partner?
Yes, partner. Dumako naman po tayo sa ating mga bisita sa araw na ito. Unahin po natin ang mga members from 505th Search and Rescue Group, Master Sergeant Balang, Philippine Air Force. Master, baka may mga katanungan po kayo.
Yes, sir. Master Sergeant Balang, sir, 505 Fort. Ma'am Mayma, sa panahon ngayon, ma'am, nagiging high-tech na yung ating pag-asa. Tanong ko lang po, ma'am, kung meron pa rin bang mga lugar na hindi naaabot ng weather forecast o hindi natin nabibigyan ng weather forecast sa lugar ng Visayas?
Kung tungkol doon sa mga barangay na hindi pa naabot ng forecast ng Pag-asa, siguro yung mga pinakalayong mga sa bundok na or yung sa mga island na limited ang signals ng internet or sa signals ng cellphone. But siguro pwede rin makaskid yan from OCD going to the LGU, to the barangay disaster.
So pwede po siya, ma'am, from LGU to BDRRMO, ma'am, no?
Sir.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes po, Master Balang, may katanungan pa po kayo, Master?
Yun lang po, ma'am. Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you po, Pers.
Okay, from Pop Simog, Staff Sergeant Borja, meron po ba kayong katanungan, sir?
Yes, good afternoon, Staff Sergeant Borja. Good afternoon, ma'am. May tanong lang ako, ma'am, is, ma'am, paano po ang pagpili ng pangalan ng isang bagyo? Saan po nanggagaling ang pangalan na binibigay sa isang bagyo, ma'am? Thank you, ma'am.
So yung pangalan ng isang bagyo is meron ito from old names, lalo na yung puro mga babae lang yung names ng signal. Then binago ito ulit, so mix na yung male at female. Meron itong parang quotation from central office na inano sa mga social media. Then yung kung sino yung kuha ng mga pangalan na kung sino yung pinakamarami na nagsuggest, yun ang ilalagay na names of tropical cyclone.
Ma'am, kumbaga wala pa yung bagyo, ma'am, nagkakaroon na ng votation kung ano yung ipapangalan dito. Tama po ba, ma'am, yung pagkaintindi ko? Or during na siya? Hindi hindi. Parang bago pa lang dumating yung bagyo. Ganun po ba, ma'am?
Um, repeat ma'am, nagputol-putol yung signal mo.
Ibig po bang sabihin, ma'am, bago pa dumating dito yung bagyo sa ating AOR, ma'am, kumbaga nagkaroon na ng votation kung anong ipapangalan dun sa bagyong yun, ma'am, ganun?
Kung from alphabetical, from A to C. So, pag nagsobra ang bagyo dyan, meron pa tayong mga 10 na names na naka-prepare or auxiliary names ng tropical cyclone. If magsobra sa 25 ang or bagyo na ma-enter sa Philippine Area of Responsibility.
Okay po, ma'am. Partner, mga kasama sa Zoom, may other question pa po kayo kay Ma'am Mima? So, I guess wala na. Mga kasama, bago po tayo magtapos sa ating programa ngayong araw, atin po munang hingan at pakinggan ng parting statement o message ang ating resource speaker ngayong araw. Walang iba kundi si Ma'am Mima Casilagan, the Assistant Weather Services Chief of Visayas Pag-asa Regional Services Division. Ma'am, baka may additional announcement pa po kayo, ma'am, or gustong pasalamatan?
For additional announcement, pwede po ninyo ma-access ang mga forecast or other warnings issued by Pag-asa for our official website, national Facebook page, and Facebook page, Facebook Messenger, email, and then telephone number 032-340-4143. So, pwede rin ninyo ma-access sa Pag-asa website ng Pag-asa.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, no, for that comprehensive information and discussion you shared to us. Saludo po kami lahat sa ginagawa ng Pag-asa Visayas sa mga programa na ating area of responsibility. Hanggang sa muli po, ma'am. Thank you so much. And with that,
Mga kaibigan, sa ngalan po ng aming Commanding General Philippine Air Force, Lieutenant General Stephen P. Pareño, Philippine Air Force,
at sa ngalan din po ng aming Commander, Air Mobility Command, Major General Joannis Leonardo B. Di Maano, Philippine Air Force.
At sa ngalan din po ng aming Wing Commander, Tactical Operations Wing Central, Brigadier General Federico B. Enriquez, Philippine Air Force.
ako po si First Lieutenant Edibert B. Baguio, Philippine Air Force, the Director for Civil Military Operations of Tactical Operations Wing Central.
Ako naman po si Staff Sergeant Anne Francis M. Tompong, Philippine Air Force.
At ako naman po si A1C Roel Grijaldo, Philippine Air Force.
Maraming salamat po sa inyong suporta at pagsubaybay. God bless. Mabuhay po tayong lahat and keep safe and